So, quick update, it's Saturday, and yesterday while I was at work, my husband took the bobcat and tried to get the water to drain away here at the end of the road. It is snowing again, as you can see, which is awesome. And I can hear him coming up behind me because we're leaving right now. But I want to show you that snow is covering where the water was. He was able, you can barely see it now, as you can see, it's drifting in again. The snow was blowing. But he was able to get a trench dug there, so the water kind of went away. Now we got more snow again, and I'm tired of winter. And now I'm gonna go plant some seeds. Because I live in central Minnesota, a lot of the plants I want to grow need a longer growing season than we have, so I start a lot of plants. This year I learned about something new, so we're gonna give it a try. I already have some outside, but we're going to get some more going, and it's winter sowing. So as you can see, I have a ton of milk jugs over here, and we're gonna go through how to winter sow outside. This is my first year. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna go through it, and I'll give you updates as the season goes. First thing I gotta do is get my soil ready and moist. I'm just using an old cat litter bucket. You can use it whatever kind of container you have, but I want to get all of this soil nice and moist before I use it. And you can tell I've done this before. I got my spoon and my lovely scoop that I had been using already. Pour in my water, and I'm going to stir this up. And it holds a lot more water than you'd actually think. So for this process to work, I have to have holes for ventilation on the top and drainage holes on the bottom. So I'm going to show you how I get those into the milk jugs. There are different ways you could do this, but I have a gas stove. So I heat up my screwdriver on my stove. So I have 4 holes in the bottom. And I'm putting 2 on the sides for drainage in case it's frozen to the bottom at the beginning of the year. Now that all of the ventilation and drainage holes are in here, and I know the light keeps going weird and I don't know why, I have to cut these in half. I don't go all the way, I leave this part here. right now that I have all 26 of my jugs ready. I picked out 26 different varieties of flower to start. So flowers are something I love, but I never take the time to grow them. So I have a serious collection of flower seeds. So I'm going to go through what we're going to start. So we're going to do hollyhocks, lupines. I have 3 different packs of morning glory seeds, delphinium, straw flowers, phlox, sweet william, pinks, marigold, zinnia, 4 o'clocks, calendula, a couple different poppies, bachelor buttons, an African daisy, more calendula, aster, moss rose, forget-me-not, an old-fashioned garden mix which has a ton of different things, and I can never say it, nasturtium, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, it looks pretty. So all of these are ones that basically say you can direct sow, from what I've read. So we're going to give it a shot and see if I can get any of these to grow. I forgot to mention is please label your seeds. And if you're like me and you don't do it right away, you're going to forget and think, oh, I'll remember what's in that one. And then it starts growing and you have to try to remember what is in each one. So I'm going to make all my labels right away. From everything I've read, you can write on the outside, but a lot of times that marker will fade off and you won't know what you got in there. So I'm going to put a secondary label on the inside. Where? So I realized I don't have my watering can, so I'm going to make one quick. Because before these go outside, they need to get another full drenching. So I'm just taking one of my mason jars. This is actually one of the very older mason jars, not like fancy blue ball, but these are what mayo used to come in. So I have a bunch of these little jars that were my mom's that are like 1.5 quart. I like to use them for pickles because you can get a lot of pickles in these jars. I do not use them for anything pressure canning. I don't think they're designed to hold up to that. But pickles, that kind of stuff, works great. So I am just taking an old used lid and punching a ton of little holes in it with a finishing nail. And hopefully you can make me a nice little watering can. Some of those seeds we put in there were pretty tiny, and I don't want to wash them so hard with water that they get buried. Okay, there's my beautiful watering can. Moment of truth here. Let's see if it works like I'm hoping it will. Nope. No go. Now that they're all ready, we're on to the last few steps. What we're going to do now is seal them back up with packing tape, and then, that's why it's called winter sowing, we're going to throw them in a snowbank. The only trick is you want them to be somewhere that they're going to be sunny once spring comes so that you don't have to move them again. So we have a sunny spot picked out where we've already been putting milk jugs this winter, and we're going to add to that here. Okay, so I waited till I went to town to get packing tape. And I have packing tape. I'm going to try to put these back together. Now they don't need to be perfect. This is just to try to help keep them together when you're carrying them, and try to keep it somewhat like a greenhouse. Duct tape also works fantastic, but we're gonna give packing tape a try. It's like, don't carry it by the handle, carry it by the bottom, kids.
In the truck.
And here we've just set them up outside on our deck. When we get a minute, we're going to throw them in a snowbank. Voila. And we'll see how they grow. Give it at least another 6 weeks for an update.
Thanks for watching another homestead update from Templin Acres. If you want to see more of our journey on changing our rundown and formerly abandoned farm site in central Minnesota into a functional homestead on our journey to self-sufficiency, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button.